She's seeing all the things I'm saying about her behind her back. The tension rises all over again, and then you have to wait more months for the audience to see it and get everyone else's opinions. So it is a cycle. I think I like to look at it as therapy.
Hi, everyone. Today I'm bringing you some absolutely shocking news that's rocking the Kardashian world. Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker's marriage has officially come to an end, and let me tell you, the details behind this split are more dramatic than anyone could have imagined. Despite their efforts to salvage their relationship, what was once considered Hollywood's most powerful punk rock couple has crumbled after just 2 years of marriage. According to exclusive, insider information I've gathered, Kourtney is absolutely devastated. She reportedly confided in those close to her that she tried everything possible to keep their marriage intact. But sometimes even our best efforts aren't enough. Let's rewind and look at how we got here. Their whirlwind romance captured public attention almost immediately, quickly becoming one of the most talked about celebrity relationships. The intensity of their love story seemed like something straight out of a fairy tale. Travis's romantic beach proposal in Montecito, California, in October 2021 came less than a year after they started dating. While Kourtney's children weren't initially thrilled about the proposal, both families eventually blended seamlessly, creating what appeared to be the perfect modern family. Their journey together was filled with several milestone moments that seemed to cement their bond, including celebrating their love with multiple weddings.
10 years. So it's like, it does make it really easy. Like we just all know each other and each other's.
She's seeing all the things I'm saying about her behind her back. The tension rises all over again, and then you have to wait more.
It was messy. And then I talked to Johnny, he's like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. And I was just getting ready to text her, and then you saw it.
Kourtney and Travis delighted fans with a pregnancy announcement and welcomed their son, Rocky 13 Barker, in November 2023. During this time, Kourtney appeared to be living her best life. Fans couldn't help but notice how she radiated happiness and confidence in a way they'd never seen before. However, as we've learned time and again in Hollywood, appearances can be deceiving. The first cracks in their seemingly perfect relationship began to show when Travis's history of infidelity came to light. What makes this situation particularly complex is that Kourtney was aware of Travis's questionable commitment to monogamy from the very start. He had openly admitted to his past indiscretions, including cheating on his ex-wife, Shanna Moakler, with an astonishing 13 different women at the same time. This wasn't an isolated incident either. Travis had previously confessed to being unfaithful from the very beginning of his first marriage to Melissa Kennedy. What's even more telling is that, in the weeks leading up to publicly confirming his relationship with Kourtney, Travis had expressed doubts about monogamy. He openly cited his love for independence and a general reluctance to commit. But perhaps the most explosive element of this story involves none other than Kim Kardashian herself. The drama escalated when Travis's ex-wife, Shanna, dropped a bombshell, claiming that Travis had an affair with Kim Kardashian during their marriage. Shanna revealed that she discovered the alleged affair after catching them together. This skeleton from Travis's past would eventually come back to haunt Kourtney, adding even more strain to her already fragile relationship.
I just felt maybe not at my best. I remember just going with him and all the kids, whether we'd go to church or to an art museum or we went to the Happiness Museum one time with all the kids.
And he loves that shit with you, like he loves Disney.
After the birth of her child with Travis, old rumors about Kim and Travis's past romance began circulating again with renewed intensity. After years of speculation and denial, Kim finally came clean about what really happened between her and Travis while he was still with Shanna. The way this truth came out was nothing short of explosive. According to my sources, during a heated family confrontation, Kim admitted to the affair, though she insisted they were never in love. The situation became so intense that Kourtney actually attempted to physically attack Kim, and if it weren't for Khloe's quick intervention, things could have escalated even further. What made the revelation even more shocking was the way Kim chose to share the details. In what appeared to be a deliberate attempt to provoke her sister, Kim revealed intimate details about how she and Travis had grown close while watching a movie in bed, an interaction that ultimately led to their encounter. Insiders have shared that Kim seemed to take a certain pleasure in revealing these details to Kourtney, despite insisting that it only happened once and that she quickly realized there wasn't any real romantic connection between her and Travis.
Really gone back and watched.
Right. I really see you come to life, like you find your voice and you find your footing like after a few years. And even the sound of your voice changes.
I know, that's the biggest mystery to me and my sisters. We are blown away.
What makes this situation even more complicated is that, despite Kim's claim that it was just a one-time thing, sources reveal that Travis continued to pursue Kim for quite some time afterward. When these details came to light, Kourtney needed space to process everything. According to Kris Jenner, Kourtney isolated herself for several days, trying to figure out how to handle this revelation before making any major decisions about her marriage. When Kourtney finally felt ready to confront Travis about the affair, she hoped they could find a way to work through it. Instead, their conversation quickly spiraled into another argument. In a moment of frustration, Kourtney suggested that maybe they should end things since they were constantly fighting. However, what truly shocked her wasn't the suggestion itself. It was Travis's immediate agreement to file for divorce. According to those close to the situation, Kourtney hadn't meant the suggestion seriously. Travis's readiness to end. Their marriage left her deeply hurt and blindsided. The aftermath of this conversation was further complicated by Travis's attempts to backtrack. Inside sources reveal that he later apologized, claiming he didn't really mean what he said and was simply exhausted by the constant arguments involving Kim. But by that point, the damage had already been done, leaving their relationship in an irreparable state.
And came back.
Yeah, so I went to the restroom, everything was fine, and I come back and I see Scott being dragged out of the club by security guys, and he's screaming at people with pointing his finger, and I had no idea what happened, so instantly I was like...
Trust that had been slowly eroding finally shattered completely. The tension between Kim and Kourtney wasn't just a minor family spat, it became a constant source of stress in Kourtney's marriage. What's particularly interesting is how the rest of the Kardashian-Jenner family seemed to enable Kim's behavior towards Kourtney from what I've gathered. This dynamic exists largely because Kourtney is the only one who consistently stands up to Kris's control, leading to a strange relationship between mother and daughter. Let me spill some major tea here. It appears that Kris knew about Kim and Travis's romance all along, but chose to keep quiet, supposedly to protect Kourtney's feelings. Ironically, this silence ended up causing even more damage in the long run. The situation got so bad that Kourtney was quoted saying, "I don't trust my own family, my own blood one bit," even though Travis continued Denny having an affair with Kim. Kourtney couldn't shake her concerns about Travis's past crushes on Kim. These worries made family gatherings particularly stressful for Kourtney, who found herself constantly on edge. Whenever Travis and Kim were in the same room, she later revealed that their connection always made her uncomfortable, especially when they were alone together, as she feared they might be tempted to rekindle whatever they once had. The situation became even more complicated when Travis started touring with his husband. Kourtney shared that he would often become unreachable during these tours, with even his bandmates claiming they didn't know where he was. This caused Kourtney significant anxiety while she was at home, and according to inside sources,
my best to make it happen. So when I was 9 years old, the show The Real World came out. I remember me and my best friend Allison were sitting and it debuted. And I looked at her and I go, "This is what I want to do. I want to be on a reality show."
Really?
And I was like, when we're 18, can we make an audition tape and send it in?
This became a major point of contention in their marriage. In recent months, Kourtney made numerous attempts to keep Travis close, but he seemed to pull away more and more. They did have one deep conversation that seemed to improve things temporarily. They agreed to give each other more space to rediscover their love, and for a few months, everything appeared to be getting better. Kourtney even managed to make peace with Travis's past with Kim, accepting that it had happened long ago and choosing to move forward. However, just when things seemed to be improving, new drama unfolded in the Kardashian-Barker household, with Travis's new tour scheduled to begin on June 20th, meaning more time away from home. The cracks in their relationship started to show again. When Kourtney suggested spending a romantic weekend together before his departure, Travis's lack of interest raised major red flags for her. Now let me share with you the moment when everything fell apart. According to my exclusive sources, Kourtney's intuition that something was wrong led her to do something she had never done before. While Travis was in the shower, she made the decision to check his phone, and what she found changed everything. There were messages from a woman Kourtney didn't know. When she confronted Travis about them, he quickly dismissed them as work-related. But here's where it gets really interesting. Kourtney, not buying his explanation, decided to take matters into her own hands. She looked up this mystery woman and reached out to her directly.
10 years. So it's like, it does make it really easy. Like we just all know each other and each other's intentions, and I think it makes it easy.
Do you have a favorite tattoo of his?
The Kourtney, of course.
Kourtney is the best
He
one.
also has.
This became a major point of contention in their marriage. In recent months, Kourtney made numerous attempts to keep Travis close, but he seemed to pull away more and more. They did have one deep conversation that seemed to improve things temporarily. They agreed to give each other more space to rediscover their love, and for a few months, everything appeared to be getting better. Kourtney even managed to make peace with Travis's past with Kim, accepting that it had happened long ago and choosing to move forward. However, just when things seemed to be improving, new drama unfolded in the Kardashian-Barker household, with Travis's new tour scheduled to begin on June 20th, meaning more time away from home. The cracks in their relationship started to show again. When Kourtney suggested spending a romantic weekend together before his departure, Travis's lack of interest raised major red flags for her. Now let me share with you the moment when everything fell apart. According to my exclusive sources, Kourtney's intuition that something was wrong led her to do something she had never done before. While Travis was in the shower, she made the decision to check his phone, and what she found changed everything. There were messages from a woman Kourtney didn't know. When she confronted Travis about them, he quickly dismissed them as work-related. But here's where it gets really interesting. Kourtney, not buying his explanation, decided to take matters into her own hands. She looked up this mystery woman and reached out to her directly. One particularly hurtful incident occurred when Kourtney returned home from the hospital. Instead of bringing flowers or showing concern, Kim initiated a fight and made cruel remarks about Kourtney's parenting. Kim's exact words were particularly cutting. "Your kids have even come to me with problems they have." This comment struck deep, as it seemed deliberately designed to undermine Kourtney's abilities as a mother, while positioning Kim as the superior parent. The tension between the sisters had been building long before this incident, and I've uncovered some truly shocking details about their deteriorating relationship. During one particularly heated moment, while Kourtney was discussing family mistreatment with Khloe, Kim interrupted to declare Kourtney as the least appealing to look at. But it was Kim's behavior at Kourtney's wedding to Travis that really revealed her true colors. Throughout what should have been Kourtney's magical day in May 2022, Kim displayed obvious resentment. Instead of celebrating her sister's happiness, she repeatedly steered conversations toward her own wedding experiences, making the day feel less about Kourtney and more about herself. The situation reached its peak during Travis's son's heartfelt speech about Kourtney. As he stood up to express his gratitude, calling her an exceptional mother figure and thanking her for showing him what true love looks like, Kim actually had the audacity to interrupt, drawing attention away from the moment and back to herself.